Ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a discussion. The NFL MVP is right around the corner with Week 15 coming up tomorrow on Sunday. Josh Allen is currently the favorite for MVP, but I think it should be so much closer than everyone makes it out to be. I mean, if we even just look at their passing metrics right here, Lamar is better everywhere but QBR. I mean, 200 more yards, 6 more touchdowns, 2 less interceptions. And then even if you go down to their rushing yards, Josh Allen 416 rushing yards, Lamar Jackson 678. Well, Josh Allen does have 6 more touchdowns, but I mean, come on. Like, do we really think it's this close? I mean, Lamar does have 7 fumbles to Josh Allen's 1 fumble. So, it definitely evens out. But I mean, what are we really doing here? For Josh Allen to be the favorite by so much, it simply doesn't make sense. And a lot of people like to point towards that LA Rams game that he played last week, week 14. But I mean, it took 6 touchdowns and 400 yards just for him to still be behind Lamar. I mean, I don't understand. If we take these 6 touchdowns away from Josh Allen, it's not even close. I mean, are we serious now? Like, I definitely understand if Josh Allen would win, right? That's cool. He's been balling out. He's been winning as well. That's another argument people love to use is the 2 extra wins they have. So then it begs the question that so what is the MVP now just the best player on the best team? It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, even with these losses are not Lamar's fault. I understand as the MVP you're supposed to elevate anyways, but I mean just look at the games that this guy has been happening. Or this guy has been having in each loss. Now this Pittsburgh game, 16 for 33. I mean 200 yards, a touchdown and interception. 60 QBR, not good. This you can help pin this on Lamar. Now, I'm not sure on what the receiver separation or the run game looked like against Pittsburgh, but you can say you can use this against Lamar. But other than that, I mean, 23 for 36 against the Eagles, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 63% completion rate. Not a bad game either, not MVP caliber at all, but I mean, against the Bengals, 35-34 win, goes 25 for 33, 290 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a completion rate of 75. That is an extremely good game. Denver, 16-19, completely blew them out the water. This loss to the Browns, gross. The amount of dropped interceptions and passes from not only just the Ravens from both teams, ugly. I mean, if you want to use this loss to discredit Lamar's MVP race, go ahead. But I mean, come on. Like we know what really happened. This big game against Tampa Bay, another amazing game from Lamar. Win against Washington, another amazing game from Lamar. Win against the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, a little uglier game, you know, 26 for 42, but I mean, 348 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And then even, when he played Buffalo, only having to throw 13 for 18, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, 72% completion rate. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, you can go down to Josh Allen's games, this game against the Rams, I mean, 22 completions on 37 attempts, 3 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns as well. It's not here. 342 yards. I mean, yeah, that's an amazing game, but you lost. And if we're going to use wins and losses as such a heavy factor, then this game should not boost Allen's credit. I mean, yeah, 6 touchdowns, all those yards, but I mean, they dug themselves into a hole. It gets to a point where you can't do anything but pass. I mean, they were getting completely destroyed. I watched the game. They looked pathetic until second half. Somewhere around there, Josh Allen just decides to wake up and Superman this team on his back. I mean, other than that, he of course has really amazing performances. But to say that this is not a close race is just ridiculous to me. I mean, let me know what you guys think. I just I just don't understand why it's such a far race to so many people. In my opinion, I do have Lamar as my MVP. I mean, his team is 8-5, while the Bills could potentially be chasing the 1 seed. But I mean, Justin Tucker has been the reason for some of these close losses. Against Philly, I think he missed 2 or 3 field goals. I think he missed one against Pittsburgh. It just hasn't been very pretty from this Ravens team as of lately. Another narrative people like to push is that the Bills are just so much better than the Ravens, and I don't think that's true. I mean, when we look at Lamar's supporting cast, yes, he does have Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, but I mean, other than that, his weapons are pretty similar to Josh Allen's. I mean, Keon Coleman, Dalton Kincaid, Amari Cooper, I think it's pretty safe to say that's better than everyone the Ravens might have, other than Zay Flowers, and even not Dalvin Cook, excuse me, James Cook. He's a really solid running back. Like the Bills can rely on their running for certain games. I mean, if you want to discredit Lamar with some of these losses, look at some of these games. 9 for 30 for Josh Allen. Horrible. 130 yards, 1 touchdown. It's I mean, if we're gonna discredit this guy for some of his bad games, then we should do the same here. I mean, I don't understand. Game against Indy, where's that at? 22 for 37, 0 touchdowns. He did have 1 rushing touchdown and 2 interceptions in a win. I mean, it's just not a very pretty game. Like 59.5 completion rate. I just what I'm trying to say is that I just believe that this MVP race should be so much closer. Um, Let me know in the comments what you guys think. It's been your host, I Love Dallas, unfortunately, and see you all next time.